I think we will start in a minute about studies. Here, this is the repeating lesson, and I'm going to record this lesson now, and I'm going to add to YouTube today or tomorrow, maybe Monday. I will finish adding because it needs to be review checked before adding. That's why I'm checking and then I'm adding to the YouTube. And we are going to solve the questions from the 2021 and 2022. From the previous lesson I wrote here, you are going to enter the test 2022 and 2023. So this is not in internet, but I'm planning to add a link for the PDF of this test in YouTube. So you can download the PDF of that year's from the YouTube account. If you subscribe and click the notifications when I add, already you will get the notifications. That's why it will be easy, or I will not send via mail also, because we already sent mails for the links, so you should follow the links only. Okay, I think 11.3 it is enough to, we will start. Today we are going to have only 12 students for the lesson. Okay, the first one here about the PEMDAS rules. If you remember, we talked about the PEMDAS rule before. Here, this is operation priority, parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, and here it's going to be division and multiplication, division together. They should be, as you see from the colors, or addition, subtraction. Which operation comes firstly? From left to right, we are doing that one. So here, when we start to our operations, there is division and multiplication. So we are going to get firstly these operations. We are going to solve these operations, like 12 divided by 3, it's going to be equal to 4. Then plus 1 minus 2 times 4, it's going to be equal to 8. So the answer 4 plus 1, which is equal to 5, minus 8, it's going to be, that's equal to minus 3. So the answer is minus 3 going to be. What about the second one here? 11 plus 8 over 2 divided by all over 20 minus 5 times 3, which is 11 plus 8 over 2. When we say here, this is numerator, and the 20 minus 5 times 3, this is the denominator. Firstly, there is invisible power. I want to tell that one. Invisible parentheses here and here, because this whole operation accepted as 1, and this whole operation accepted as 1, like in parentheses. So if there is a parenthesis here, even it is invisible, we should solve firstly inside the parenthesis, which means I have to finish firstly numerator operation, then I have to finish the denominator operation. What I get, I should divide, get the ratio with respect to these two operations. So it's going to be equal to 11 plus and division with respect to operation order, firstly division. So 11 plus 4, it's going to be. What about this one? 20 minus 5 times 3, this is equal to 20 minus 15, it's going to be. So that's equal to 11 plus 4, which is 15. And 20 minus 15, it's going to be equal to 20 minus 15, it's going to be equal to 5. So the answer is going to be 15 divided by 5, which is equal to 3 going to be. Okay, let's continue with the next exercise. Here, the power operation there is, but actually we are not using deeply power operation here, exponent here. In the previous, I said, let's say A is equal to 8 to the power of 2, and B is equal to 4 to the power of 2. I want to analyze what is 8 to the power of 2 plus 8 to the power of 2, 4 times when you add, what is the result? So isn't it going to be a plus, this is if it is a plus a plus a plus a, and the down is b plus b plus b plus b? Yes, it is going to be. So a plus a plus a plus a, what it is? 4a. And here down it is 4b it's going to be. So if you have 4a over 4b, you may simplify the force here, like here this one and this one we may simplify, and the result is going to be equal to a over b, which is 8 to the power of 2 divided by 4 to the power of 2. That's equal to 8 to the power of 2 we can calculate, which is equal to 64. 4 to the power of 2 we can calculate, that's 16. And 64 divided by 16, we know the result is equal to 4 going to be. So the answer is 4 here. Here we have a negative power, and inside the negative power we have division of fraction to the integer. So we need to be careful about this one. I'm going to do this one by one here. Let's say this one what it is I'm going to find, and this one what it is. So first I'm looking for what is here. I'm going to do with different color, maybe that one here. 1 over 2 over 3 what it is. I'm going to try to find that one. 1 over 2 divided by 3. Here we know from the fraction division 3 is equal to 3 over 1 also can be written. So this is equal to inners with inners, outers with outers. If we say 1 times 1, it's going to be 1 times 1. We are going to multiply these two here. Then we are going to multiply these two also. Here it's going to be equal to 2 times 3, which is equal to 1 over 6. So I found this one is equal to 1 over 6. Yes, any question? Okay, let me continue. Here, the second one, 1 over 2 over 3. 1 over 2 over 3. 1 over 2 over 3. So here 1 is integer, but every integer, if you divide by 1, can be written as fraction. So 1 over 1 divided by 2 over 3. If I say, here's inners with inners, outers with outers, how I made here, I can do the same thing here, which is equal to 1 times 3, first the outers, it is written up, and the inners written down, 1 times 2, which is equal to 3 over 2. So the answers here, 1 over this one, it's going to be equal to 3 over 2. So this question goes like this: 1 over 2 divided by 3 plus 1 over 2 over 3, it's going to be equal to 1 over 2 divided by 3, I found it is equal to 1 over 6. And here the other one, 1 divided by 2 over 3, this is equal to 3 over 2 it's going to be. And to the power of minus 1 it's going to be. Here, this is fractional operation. In a fractional operation, the denominators should be same. So to make the denominators same, I'm going to multiply this one by 3. 3 times 2, since it is equal to 6, I'm going to make here 1 over 6 plus 3 times 2, it's going to be equal to 9. 9 over 6 to the power of minus 1, it's going to be. And here, since the denominators are same, 10 divided by 6 to the power of minus 1 is going to be. Here I forget to add the rule, and I'm writing the rule here. A over b to the power of minus 1. When the power is negative in fractions, you can switch the numerator to denominator. So it's going to be b over a. There's no parenthesis here. B over a it's going to be. So with respect to that one, this is equal to 6 over 10. When you check the answers, we don't have 6 over 10. But if we divide by 2, both of them divisible by 2. So if we divide by 2, this is going to be equal to 3, and this is going to be equal to 5. So the answer is 3 over 5 going to be. Let's continue with simultaneous equation. This is simultaneous equation, and here I'm going to use elimination method. For elimination, I should have x or y, different signs like plus and minus, and same coefficient. But here, 2 and 3, they don't have same coefficient. To make them same coefficient, I'm going to do like 3x plus 2y is equal to 12, and 4x minus 3y is equal to minus 1. To make them same coefficient, I'm going to multiply by both of them by 3 and 2. Why? Because 3 times 2y, it's going to make 6y, and minus 3 times 2y, it's going minus 3 times minus 3y times 2, it's going to be minus 6y, and 6y and minus 6y, they are going to simplify each other. When you write here 3, you're going to multiply all the numbers. I mean, 3 times 3, 9x. 3 times 2y, it's equal to 6y. And 3 times 12 is equal to 36 going to be. 2 times 4x, it's equal to 8x. 2 times minus 3, it's equal to minus 6y. And as you see, I got 6y and minus 6y. And when I add side by side, I'm going to eliminate them. 2 times minus 1, it's going to be equal to minus 2. So when I add side by side addition means here's 9x plus 6y, 8x minus 9x plus 6y, plus 8x minus 6y. And here 36 plus minus 2 it's going to be. And the sum here, as you see, plus 6y and minus 6y, they simplify each other. That's why we multiply by 3 and 2. 9x plus 8x, it's going to be equal to 17x. And 36 plus minus 2, 36 minus 2, it's going to be, which is equal to 34. So x is going to be equal to 34 over 17, and x is going to be equal to 2. So which are not 2 as an x. These are firstly, the first one is x value and the y value here. So these are eliminated. And here 3 or minus 3, we are going to try to get that one. So I'm going to choose one of the equation. 3x plus 2y is equal to 12. I want to choose 3x plus 2y is equal to 12. At the beginning it is given. Now I found that x is equal to 2. So 3 times 2 plus 2y is equal to 12. 6 plus 2y is going to be equal to 12. 2y is equal to 12 minus 6 it's going to be. And 2y is equal to 6 it's going to be. And y is equal to 6 over 2. Y is going to be equal to 3. So C also eliminated, minus 3, and only the answer here 2 and 3 going to be. Okay, here this is power operation. In power operation, I'm going to use these rules. That's why I have written. And this expression firstly can be written as, like, I can separate them in fraction, like I can write x to the power of 2 divided by x to the power of 6 times y to the power of 4 divided by y to the power of 2 times z to the power of 6 divided by z to the power of 4 can be written all the power, I mean, power of power here 2. And it's going to be equal to. So I'm going to use the first rule here, x to the power of 2 minus x to the power of 2 minus 6 times x to the power of here y to the power of 4 minus 2 times and z to the power of 6 minus 4 it's going to be. Here it's going to the power of 2. It's written here, and it's going to be equal to x to the power of minus 4 sorry, y to the power of 2 times z to the power of 2, it's going to be. Now I'm going to use this rule here, the third rule. And here I'm going to apply this power to one by one all of them, which is equal to x to the power of minus 4 to the power of 2 times y to the power of 2 to the power of 2 times z to the power of 2 to the power of 2. Now I'm going to use the second rule here, which is power of power multiplication of power, x to the power of minus 4 times 2 and y to the power of 2 times 2 times z to the power of 2 times 2, which is equal to x to the power of minus 8, y to the power of 4, and z to the power of 4. As you see, we don't have any answer like that, but we have this one. Here as a rule, it is not written, but I can write here. A to the power of minus n is equal to 1 over a to the power of n. So this x to the power of minus 8 can be written as 1 over x to the power of 8, because of the rule, x to the power of 8 times y to the power of 4 times z to the power of 4. When you multiply integer by the rational, it's going to be y to the power of 4 times z to the power of 4 divided by x to the power of 8. So the answer is E going to be. Okay, let's continue. Here in the radical operation, we have another radical. So I'm going to start with firstly inner radical. So for this kind of questions, we are going to start from inner radical. Radical means here in parentheses, if I write the square root. The sign of square root, also called radical sign. Okay, with respect to that one, I'm going to start firstly from root 1 minus 13 over 49. So it's going to be like 22 divided by 7 plus square root. Before writing this one, I want to mention the rule here. If a minus b over c we have, it's going to be, we are going to multiply a and c, and then we are going to subtract. Because of this subtraction sign, we are going to subtract from b from ac. I mean a times c minus b divided by c, it should be, which is equal to 49 times 1 minus 13 all over 49, it should be. So the answer is equal to 22 over 7 plus root 49 minus 13. 49 times 1, it is 49, minus 13, sorry for later I'll answer. 49 minus 13, it's going to be equal to 36 divided by 49, it's going to be. So 36 divided by 49, there is another rule, I didn't write that one here, but the square root of a over square root of b, it's going to be equal to square root of a over square root of b. Here it's going to be equal to root 22 over 7 plus root 36 divided by root 49, it will be, which is equal to 22 divided by 7 plus, here root 36 is equal to 6, root 49 is equal to 7, and this is going to be equal to 22 plus 6, because the denominators are already same, which is equal to 28 divided by 7. And root 28 divided by 7, it's going to be equal to 4. 28 divided by 7, it's equal to 4. And here the root 4, it's going to be equal to 2. In the previous video, when I was recording, Wednesday, the students, they asked me, isn't it also minus 2? In Cambridge system, root of 4 mentioned as plus 2 and minus 2. Since there is no minus 2 here, there is only 2. So the answer is 2. We are going to accept. This is the first part. But let me tell you also this one. In many books, root of 4, it's accepted that is going to be equal to 2 only. So this is a kind of tradition, different traditions in math. In one tradition, root 4 accepted as 2. In the other tradition, it's accepted as 2n minus 2. But here in the answer, we don't have minus 2. That's why our answer only is going to be 2. Let me continue with this exercise now. X minus y is equal to 2. X times y is equal to 6. So what is x squared, x plus y squared? So for solving this kind of question, I put the expansion of square and subtraction here. Addition and subtraction rule I put, and we are going to do with respect to these are. Firstly, let's check what we are looking for. So we are looking for x plus y, parenthesis square, which is equal to, if I write here x plus y, or directly I can use the formula, which is equal to x squared, here it is, plus 2 times xy, plus y squared it's going to be. So I need x squared plus 2xy plus y squared. If I find these values, I can get this one also. Okay, here I have x minus y only. So I cannot find directly x plus y squared, which means I'm going to check what is x minus y squared. X minus y squared, I know that x minus y squared, it's going to be equal to x squared minus 2xy plus y squared. So in both of them, the common thing is x squared and y squared. This is common in both. So if I know the value of x minus y, I know the value of x times y. So if I know x minus y and x times y, I can find x squared plus y squared what it is. I'm rewriting the equation here again. X squared, x minus y squared. I'm going to change the color. X minus y squared is equal to x minus y squared is equal to x squared minus 2xy plus y squared. Let's replace the known values. X minus 2 is equal to 2. So this is 2 squared. X squared plus y squared, I told that I don't know what is the value of it, but I can write like this. X squared minus 2 times x times y. It is mentioned that it is 6 times 6 plus y squared it's going to be. So 2 squared is going to be equal to 4. Then x squared plus y squared minus 12, it's going to be 2 times 6, it is 12. So 12, it goes to the other side. 4 plus 12, it's equal to x squared plus y squared. And here it's going to be equal to 16. And here it's equal to x squared plus y squared. So to find what is x plus y squared, as I told you, I need x squared plus 2xy plus y squared. In other words, I need x squared plus y squared plus 2xy. From the previous one, I found x squared plus y squared is equal to 16. And 2 times xy, I know the x times y is equal to 6. So 16 plus 12 it's going to be, which is equal to 28. So x plus y parenthesis squared, it's going to be equal to 28. Okay, if we continue with the next question, this is the 9th question, and the area of the, it is talking about area of the square. It is asking the area of the square if the perimeter is 40, I think it says, sorry, I put here. The perimeter of the square is 40. The perimeter is here A, and A. So the perimeter is equal to 4A here, which is also, it is given 40. So A is equal to 40 over 4, which is equal to, A is equal to 10. So I found that A is equal to 10. But the area of the square, it's going to be equal to A squared, which is equal to 10 squared also. That's equal to 100. Hundreds, of course, the units are centimeters. centimeters square it's going to be. So the answer is D. Let's continue with the decimal numbers. Here we have decimals, and to solve this kind of questions, we can get rid of the decimals, or we can write as fractions the decimals. This time I'm going to use to get rid of the decimal point. So when you get rid of the decimal, 2 units done. I mean, if we multiply the denominator by 100, you should multiply at the same time numerator by 100. Why I'm multiplying by 100? Because since there is 2 decimal point here, I have to multiply by 100, then I should get rid of this decimal point. So all of them I'm going to multiply by 100. This one by 100 it's going to be, and this one by 100, and this one by 100 it's going to be again. So if I multiply all of them by 100, then this is going to be 0.9 times 100, which is equal to 90. 0.03 times 100, it's going to be equal to 3. Plus 0.1 times 10, it's 100, it is equal to 10. And 0.02 times 100, it's going to be equal to 2. And 0.15 times 100, 15. 0.05 times 100, it's going to be equal to 5. I mean, I'm moving the decimal points 2 units right with respect to zeros. How many zeros there are? So 90 over 3, it's equal to 13. 10 over 2, it's equal to, I made a mistake here. This is subtraction, it's going to be. Subtraction. 10 over 2, it's equal to 5. 35. And here, minus 3, it's going to be. It's equal to 30 plus 5, which is equal to 35, it's going to be. Plus, minus 3, which is equal to 35 minus 3, it's equal to 32 going to be. So the answer is B. Okay, if we continue with the next question. Here, this is inequality question, and inequalities and equalities, if it is linear inequality, we are solving like similar solution. We are having similar solution with equations. Since it is linear and we are going to do the same operation, I mean, if this question 5 minus 4x is equal to 3 and then it's equal to 1, I should multiply this one by 1, then I should continue my operation. Then I'm going to do the same thing here, which is 5 minus 4x if it is divided by 3 and this is greater or equal to 1, which means 5 minus 4x is greater or equal to 3 times 1, it's going to be. 5 minus 4x, it's greater or equal to 3, and minus 4x is greater or equal to 3 minus 5, it's going to be. Minus 4x, if it is greater or equal to minus 2, it means that x is greater or, I'm going to divide by negative number. That's why the sign, it should change. You should be careful about this one here. Okay. So this is going to be equal to minus 2 over minus 4, which is x is less or equal to 2 over 4, which minus and minus division, it makes plus. And both of them divisible by 2. So I'm going to divide by 2. X is, it's going to be less or equal to 1 over 2, it's going to be. Here we have some new signs for you. Firstly, this sign. This sign represents, we are using the sign when it is greater or equal to, I mean, we are using this sign when it is greater or equal to or less or equal to. We are using this sign when it is greater or when it is less. So here, none of them is like that. I mean, the infinity side and the third one, the infinity side is always open, it becomes. This is the third one also. So with respect to that one, all the infinity sides are open. And the second one here that I want to mention, here we have like, we have one real number line. And on this real number line, if I mention this is 0 and this is 1, the answer is, firstly, I found 1 over 2, which is here, 1 over 2. And the numbers are greater than 1 over 2, less than 1 over 2 means this is going to be closed and it's going to go to this side, which is, you remember that this real number line goes to both sides and the arrows shows that these are infinity sides. And this is minus infinity. The sign is called minus infinity in English. So here, this starts from 1 over 2 and ends with minus 1 over minus infinity, which has that one. Only the answer D has that one. So that's going to be our answer. Okay, here, if we solve the 12th question, in the question 12 here, this belongs to the 13th question. So with respect to 12th question, here 5 over 12, x over 6, and 11 over 12, with respect to this given fractions, find the guess, which integer can be placed here. Firstly, comparing these are, I should get common denominator or common numerator, which is easy for me to divide these are by 2 and this one by 3 to get to denominator 6. When I divide these are, this should be 3. This should be 3. So this is going to be 3 and this is going to be 3. So when I divide by 2, it's going to be equal to, this is going to be 5 over 2, which is equal to 2.5. And 12 divided by 6, it's going to be less or equal to x over 6, less or equal to 11 divided by 3, 11 divided by 3, it is approximately 3 times 3, it is equal to 9. Subtract, it is going to be equal to 2. 2 is not dividing 3, so 20 and point here. In 20, we have 6 times 3, it is 18, and this is 2, it's going to repeat, 6, 6, 6, it's going to continue. I'm going to write approximately, it is 3.6, which is equal to 3.6 divided by 6. So when you see all the denominators are same now, 6, 6, 6, I can compare the integer values here. So the value of x, it should be between 2.5 and 3.6, which is only here, 1 is less than 2.5, 3 can be, 2 cannot be because it is less than 2.5. So only the value that you can place here, 3. Here, if you try 4 is bigger than 3.6. Also, it is not suitable, which is not also 5. Here, in the second part, in 13th question, in the 13th question, we are going to get 124 millimeter to meter. This table shows us how to convert the units. When you are converting to millimeter to meter, first you are dividing by 10, you are converting to centimeter, then you are dividing by 100, you are getting millimeter, which means if you are dividing from millimeter to meter, you are going to divide by 1000. 10, then 100, it means that you are going to divide by 1000. So the answer of this question, 124 divided by 1000, which is equal to 0.124, it's going to be, which is D. Okay, let's continue with the 14th question. Here, this operation is fraction operation, and it is, unknown with fractions. There's no difference between the, if I ask this question like 2 plus x is equal to 5, we are going to say that 2 sent to other side, 5 minus 2 it's going to be, and x is equal to 3 it's going to be. The operation for the linear solutions going to be like this. And here it's going to be same. We are going to send to other side and we are going to find what is z, which means here z is equal to 11 over 15 minus 2 over 5 it's going to be. Only the difference here, you cannot subtract directly fractions, which means I'm going to multiply this one to make the denominator 15, and it's going to be equal to, here, z is equal to 11 over 15 minus 3 times 2, it's equal to 6 divided by 15. So z is equal to 11 minus 6, going to be equal to 5, divided by 15, it's equal to divided by 15, it's going to be 5 over 15. We don't have as an answer. If we divide both of them by 5, which is equal to 5 divided by 5, 1. 15 divided by 5, it is going to be equal to 3. So the answer is 1 over 3 going to be. We came to 14th question, and my aim to finish all of them. I hope we can finish in time. Here the 15th question, it is asking the sequence, but be careful about that one. It is not asking the fourth term, because this is the first term, this is the second term, this is the third term, and the next term that I'm going to find, fourth term. But it is not asking the fourth term, it is asking the fifth term. So I'm going to continue one more, and I'm going to find fifth term. So with respect to this one, I see that from 25 to 21, the difference is minus 4. And 21 to minus 17, it is minus 4. So this is the common difference. And with respect to that one, here, 17 minus 4, it's going to be, which is equal to 13. And it is already in the answer, because it is a tricky question. And you are not going to answer this one, of course, because we are looking for the fifth term, which is minus 4 again. And that's going to be equal to 9. So 9 is our answer. It's going to be, which is E. Okay, let's continue with mean. Here I wrote here the general definition of the mean. Mean is an average of the given numbers. Given numbers, here there are 7 numbers. It is coincidence. Here we have 7 numbers also. If I name if I name this one as X, we have 7 numbers here, and it is asking what is the mean of this one. It is asking here, pardon, in English, from the English part, the mean of their ages is equal to 6. And here is the way to find the mean. Add the numbers, then divide by the total number. How many numbers there are here? 7 numbers. So I'm going to add 5 plus 1 plus 4 plus X plus 6 plus 7 plus 9 to, we are going to divide by 7 number, which is 7. So, and the result, the mean is equal to 6. So I'm going to add them. 5 plus 1 plus 4, this is 10. Plus X, 6 plus 7 plus 9, it is here 6 plus 7, it is 13 plus 9, it's going to be equal to 22. Divided by 7, it's equal to 6. So 10 plus 22, X plus 32 over 7 is equal to 6, it's going to be. Now I'm going to send to other side. Since it is division on this side, when you send to other side, it's going to be multiplication. Here I'm continuing from here. X plus 32, it's going to be equal to 6 times 7. X plus 32 is equal to 42. X is equal to 42 minus 32. X is going to be equal to 10. So the answer here, it is 10. Okay. The next question here again, it is line question. I mean, we're going to define the point is on the line or not. If you remember from the previous lesson, I said like this: if you're talking about the line and point on the line, it should satisfy the line. What I mean here, if I name like this point is x1 and y1, x1 and y1 here, and this is the line ax plus by is equal to C, then when you put this point in the line, it should give you C. What I mean here, AX1 plus BY1, it should be equal to C. So here the x1 and y1 values are 3 and minus 2. This is x1 and y1. And here are the equations. And I'm going to replace one by one to find the value. Here x is equal to minus 3 is minus 3 minus y is equal to 2. 2, is it equal to 1? As you see, minus 5 is not equal to 1. So this is not the line that we are looking for. This point is not satisfying that line. The second one is minus 3 plus 2, which is it equal to 5? And you see that minus 3 plus 2 is equal to minus 1, which is not equal to 5 also. So this line is also not satisfying our point. Here y minus x, it's going to be equal to y is equal to 2 minus x, it's written here, so 2 minus 3 it's going to be, because x is equal to minus 3, which is it equal to minus 1? Here this is going to be 2 plus 3, which is 5, and 5 is not equal to minus 1. So this point is also not satisfying. So if we continue one by one, I think the last one, or these are the two choices. 2 here, I mean, the first one, it's going to be, I'm solving the D1 minus 3 minus 2 times 2 times y is equal to 2. Is it equal to 4? As you see, it is not. Minus 3 minus 4 is not equal to 4, which is minus 7, is not equal to 4. So we eliminate this one. So the answer, it should be equal to E. Let's check it only. For checking, I'm going to do this operation. Minus x means minus 3. Then minus 2, is it equal to 1? I'm solving this one here. This is plus 3 minus 2 is equal to 1. Yes, 1 is equal to 1. Yeah, that's so. And we are going to find the answer E. It means that the point on the here, the line is minus x minus y is equal to 1. And one point on the line is minus 3 and 2. Okay, let's continue with the geometric question. Here, this is trapezoid question. In trapezoid, the formula, area formula, it's given like this. Here, I'm going to rotate on this one because this is perpendicular now, it seems, and I'm going to rotate this figure to find quickly, I mean, to convert this one to this figure. Here it is going to be. So with respect to that one, and the formula of the trapezoid, area formula of the trapezoid, here you are going to find this is the B side here, this is the A side, which is long side, and this is the height it is given. So with respect to that one, the formula, it's written here, A plus B over 2 times h, which is equal to 32 plus 54 divided by 2 times h, it's going to be, h is 18. So 32 plus 54, it's going to be equal to 86 divided by 2 plus times 18, I'm sorry. And this is 43, it's going to be times 18. So to calculate this one, 43 times 18, 43 times 18, you can calculate with different way. Maybe 43 times 18, we can do like this. Here, 8 times 3 it is 24. 8 times 4 it's equal to 32. But we have here So it's going to be equal to 35. 1 times 43, it's equal to 43. So here it's going to be equal to 4. Then here, 4 we are going to have, this is going to be 8, and this is going to be 7. I think I had made here a mistake. What is 4 times 3? It's 34, 24. 4 times 32, 32, and 2 we have here. So this is going to be 344, not 354, 300. Let me rewrite this one clearly here. 43 times 18, it's going to be 334. I calculate 334, then 1 times 43, 43 here, pardon, 344, 44. So 4, here 7, and 7 is going to be, so the answer is 774 going to be. Okay, and let's do this one here. Again, we have coin operation, and in coin operation, we are tossing 5 times, and I have to find the what is the probability of that coin shows tails at least once. Firstly, I want to show this one. Here, if these are 2 coins, this is the head part of the coin, and this is the, with the figure, it is called head, and with the number, it is called tail. And I want to do like this here. Let's get 5 coins here. Let's make it smaller. And here, let's get 5 coins like this here. If there are 5 coins here, for each coin, we have 2 possible cases. It will be head or tail. So this, with respect to that one, we have 2 possible cases for this one, 2 possible cases for this one, 2 possible case, 2 possible case, and 2 possible case for each of them. So all possible cases, it's going to be equal to 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, which is equal to 2 to the power of 5, and that's equal to 32. It's going to be. This is the first part that we need to know. Second part, I need to calculate all possible cases, because probability of the event is equal to probability of wanted event divided by all possible cases. So all possible cases here, 32. So the answer is 32. It's going to be one of the, it's going to be by the way, here we have here also 1/2. It can be, I mean, 1/2, it can be, you can simplify. If it is 16/32, it can be 1/32. So let's continue with the second part. The coin shows at least one's tails. Here, if I write, these are in order, head, head, head. If you remember from the head, 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 and if I continue head, 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 tail, in this order, I have to continue like this, and the last one is going to be tail, 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 here. And here, all these possible cases, they are going to be 32. If you remember from the previous video, we did for 16, and here for the 5, it's going to be 32, and it's not easy to write all 32 possible cases. But we should try to understand that one. What is at least one tail? At least one tail means at least one tail means one or more tails. One or more tails. One tail, it's going to be here, and more tails, it's going to be here. Only the case without tail, one or more case, it's going to be this side. Let me do with different color here. This is one or more tail. If there are 32, there are 31 one or more tail case, because here only the without tail is all of them they are head. So this is 1 plus 31, that makes 32. So how to calculate this one? There are two ways. If you can see this one 31, so the answer is 31 over 32. Or probability of, it is easy to calculate probability all head, probability of tail, and probability of probability of head and probability of not head. It's always 1 it's going to be. So probability of all head, okay, all head and not all head, okay, which is going to be probability of 1 over 32 plus probability of not happen this event is equal to 1 over 32. Probability of not happen this event 1 minus 1 over 32. In the previous questions, I solved 32 times 1 minus 1, it's going to be, which is equal to 31 over 32. We are getting the same answer here, which is 31 over 32, and it is E. Okay, I have 7 minutes to finish this video. I hope I will finish in time. Here, this is formula question. I'm going to apply only the formula. And what is the volume of the cylinder? Volume of the cylinder, it is given in formula pi r square h. And here pi value is not given, so all the values are pi, it should be. I mean, all the answers without pi, I'm going to eliminate, because answers should be with pi. Since the pi value is not given, it should be inside the solution. R is equal to 4, and height is equal to 6. So with respect to cylinder volume of cylinder, it's going to be equal to pi r square h, which is equal to pi 4 square 6, which is equal to pi 16 times 6, which is equal to 16 times 6, it's going to be equal to 96. So pi times 96, or 96 pi, is going to be the answer of the question. 96 pi. Here, this is the answer. Let's continue with the parallel lines. Here, these two lines are parallel, and this is called transversal, which cuts the parallel lines. We are understanding these lines are parallel from these arrows. So here it shows that angles in the parallel lines which are looking to same side, they are called corresponding angles, and they are equal. So it means that these angles, they are equal, and this is going to be 121 degree. Here, this angle and this angle, they are equal to each other. It's not written here, but here, let's say if we do this kind of cross, I mean here, the opposite angles, they are equal to each other, which are called vertical angles. So if this angle is x, this angle is also, it's going to be equal to x. I mean, if this angle is a, let's use different. If this angle is a, this angle is also a, it's going to be. So here, firstly, I'm going to remind from the beginning, this one and this one, they are same because they are corresponding angles. And this x plus 50 degree and 121 degree, they are equal to each other because they are vertical angles. So x is equal to 121 minus 50. X is going to be equal to 71 degree, which is C. Okay, let's do this one. Here we have one table, and here we have the totals. So we add up these two sides and we are getting the total. So this 248 plus A, it should be equal to B. Here C plus D, it should be equal to 16, and in the other side 30 plus 48 plus C plus E, also it should be equal to 90, the sum. Here only the easy one, I think E plus 1 it is equal to 6. E plus 1, if it's equal to 6, it means that E is equal to 5. 6 minus 1, I did directly, which E is equal to 5. These are eliminated. These are eliminated. E is not equal to 5, and E is not equal to 5 here. So, as I see, all the numbers almost all the same, only A plus B that makes that difference. Here, it is important 48 plus A is if it's equal to B, and one option we have, A is equal to 45 or B is equal to 45, both positive number. So 48 plus what makes B? Here, A, it's obvious that B is bigger than A, because we are adding positive numbers, we are getting bigger one. And on the B choice here, B is bigger than A. Also, when you check that case, here 45 plus 48 plus 45, it's going to be equal to 93, which is A and B also. Okay, let's continue with the 23rd question. In 23rd question, we have insides, in, out. Here, you are putting 2, it gives you 7. Okay, so there's one function machine here. You are putting 5, and it gives you, you are putting 5, like 5 you are putting here, and it gives you 13. So what is the relation between these numbers? What is the operation that happens here? So 2, in which condition can be 7, and 5, in which condition it will be 13. I'm trying with the numbers. I'm going to use trial methods here. Here, by what I multiply or by add, I will here 2 plus 5. If I try, only I know that that's not plus 5, but 2 plus 5 it's equal to 7. So 5 plus 5, is it 13? No. So this didn't work. So I'm going to multiply by something, then I'm going to add, like ax plus b. Ax plus b, it's going to be equal to y. So I need to find this a value. Here x is equal to 2, and the y is equal to 7 it's going to be. Then I need to find what is the value of b and what is the value of a here. So I'm going to multiply by 2, 3. 3 times 1 to 3 times 2, it's equal to 6, plus 1 it makes. So is it 3x plus 1, 7? Yes. 3 times 2. But is 3 times 5 plus 1, is it equal to 13? No. So the formula is not 3x plus 1. I know that formula what it is, but I want to show the general logic, that's why. So I'm going to do like this. If I multiply by 2, 2x plus 3, if I say, because 2 times 2 plus 3 it's going to be, which is equal to 7. So 2x plus 3, if it's equal to 7, it means that 2 times 2 plus 3, 2 times 2 plus 3, it's equal to 7. Yes, this fits. And at the same time, 2 times 5 plus 3, that's equal to 13. This also fits. 2 times 8 plus 3, which is equal to 16 plus 3, it's equal to 19. So that fits, which means the formula is 2x plus 3, it's equal to y. So for this value here, for this function, x is not given, y is given. So 2x plus 3, when it is equal to 27, and 2x plus, I'm going to say this is going to be 2x is equal to 27 minus 3, 2x is equal to 24, x is equal to 12. I'm going to find. Here, x is going to be equal to 12. Second one, I look for x here. And 1 second only here. Okay, let me move to this side. And here for the y value, 18 plus 18 times x, 2 times 18. I'm sorry, 2 times 18. 2 times 18 plus 3, it should be equal to y value. 2 times 18, it is 36 plus 3, that's equal to y. So 39 is equal to y. Here 12, also 39, it is given in the question, but it is not asking 12 and 39. It is asking what is 12 plus 39? 39 plus, because in the question it is asking x plus y, it is what here? And x is equal to 12, we found. 12. 12 plus 39, it's equal to 51. The answer is going to be E. Sorry to take your time, but I want to continue, not to finish the lesson here. 2 minutes passed already. I'm going to continue with the 24th question. This is area question. Here it is asking the shaded area. I put this figure here to show that if we complete this figure to one rectangle, this is whole rectangle here, as you see. This is one whole rectangle here. Then the area of the whole rectangle, from the area of whole rectangle, if you subtract here, if I say this is the whole rectangle, from this whole rectangle, if we subtract here this part, if we subtract this part, we will find this area. So what is the whole rectangle? This is 15 and this is 10. So 15 times 10, it's going to be, which is equal to 215. Here, this small rectangle, it is equal to 6 times 4, which is 24. So the answer is 150, not 250. 15 times 10, it is 110, it makes 110 minus 24, it's going to be 110, 150. I got tired a bit. 150 minus 24, the answer is going to be 136, which is here, or 26, I'm sorry. This is 126. 36 means minus 14. So 126 is the answer, which is A. Okay, this is the last question, and it is the end here. Here, there are A, B, C values, they are negative values. And the ratios between A and B, here, B and C, it is given. So I can say like this, if for this kind of numbers, we can crossly multiply like 5A, 5 times A, it's equal to 3 times B. And 5 times B, it's going to be equal to 2 times C. I crossly multiply them, and I found this one. So I'm going to choose one B value that is divisible by 2 and 5. Then I'm going to simplify. If I choose, let's say, B is equal to, which divisible by 2 and 5, like 10x, and if I replace here 5A is equal to 3 times 10x instead of B, 5A is equal to 10x, sorry, 5A is equal to 30x, then A is equal to 30x divided by 5, and A is going to be equal to 6x. Here, again, to this side, 5 times B is equal to 5 times 10x is equal to 2c. 50x is equal to 2c. 50x over 2, it's equal to c. So it's going to be equal to 25x. It's going to be equal to c. So if we write a, b, c here, I have chosen a, b is equal to 10x. C is, we found that 25x, and a, b found it's equal to 6x. whatever the values here, A related with 6, B is related with 10, C is related with 25, it's going to be. This is the first part. And if I put here 2, let's say, this is going to be 12, this is going to be here, this is going to be 12, this is going to be 20, this is going to be 50. But we know that also here, A, B, C, they are negative integers, which means if I put -1, this is going to be like -6, this is going to be like -10, and this is going to be like -25. So which number is the biggest number here? As you see, when they are negative, -6 always bigger than -10 is bigger than -25, which is A is bigger than B is bigger than C, which the answer is C. Okay, my friends, this is the end of the video. See you Wednesday.
Bye.
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 Bye. See you.